السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما. ربي يسر ولا تعسر. ربي وتمم بالخير. اللهم اجعل القرآن ربيع قلوبنا ونور صدورنا. اللهم آمين. ربنا زدنا علما. So we are going to start our today's session. Yesterday we discussed Nawasib al-Fa'l al-Mudari. As we are on the part 2 of the Nahw, first we discussed the passivize. The passivize, very simple. First we put Dhamma at the first letter and all how we can change the verb into passivize, like Nasarat, Nusirat, Fatahat, Futihat, Tunsuru, Tansuru, Tunsaru, Kazzaba, Kuziba, and so on. So this was the passivize we have discussed before. Yesterday we did Nawasibul Fa'lul Mudare. Let us recap the Nawasibul Fa'lul Mudare. So I would start with the Uncle Hamid, if he can just revise that. Uncle Mia Hamid is there? I think no. Okay, let's go to Musab Iqbal.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Musab, can you please explain Nawasibul Fa'lul Mudare?
Nawasibul Fi'l al-Mudari have 8 words. They're an, lan, li, kay, izan, hatta, aw, and fa sababiyya.
So
For
what they do?
singular Fi'l al-Mudari, they put zabar on the last letter, like yaf'alu becomes yaf'ala, and
Okay.
uh,
And plural and dual, they drop the
noon.
noun, except two exceptional cases like yaf'alna and taf'alna. Except these two cases, that is feminine yaf'alna, second person, taf'alna, second person feminine. Where so except this yaf'alna and taf'alna, all noun will be dropped. There are 5 cases. Okay, and there is no effect on
Madi.
Madi. Okay, thank you. Let me ask Ibrahim Asif there.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Ibrahim, if I ask you, if we join lan plus yansuru, so what it will become?
Lan yansura.
Surah. And what about next? Keep going.
Yansuruna.
So what will happen here in this case? Yansuruna case.
Pesh will go to Zabar.
No, who told you Pesh will go to the Zabar?
Noon is dropped.
Noon is dropped. For singular, the last letter will have the Zabar or Nasab we say. This is Fatha. And but in plural case, noon will be dropped. So lan plus yansuruna will be
Yansuru.
yansuru. Okay. Similarly, what will happen with tansuru? Lan.
It will become tansura.
Lan tansura. Say. And next will be
Lan tansuru.
lan tansuru. Noon will be dropped. And ansuru.
Ansura.
Ansura. And nansuru.
Nansura.
Nansura. If I say lan plus nasara.
Lan plus Nasara. No change.
No change. Yes. It only, that's why this is called, these are nawasibul fi'lul mudare. Everybody should have these nawasibul fi'l al-mudari on their fingertips. An, lan, li, kay, izan, hatta, aw, fa sababiyya. This fa is called basically fa sababiyya, fa. So, okay, thank you. There is Ali Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi
Walaikum salam. Can you please tell me about nawasibul fi'l al-mudari? How many nawasib?
5, 7,
Count again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
Eight.
So, okay. So, what are those 8?
An, lan, li, kai, izan, hatta, aw, fa sababiyya.
Fa sababiyya. Okay. If I say hatta plus yansuruna, so what it will become?
Hatta, yan, surun.
So, what will happen? If these nawasib will come before fi'lul mudari, so what will happen for singular?
Hatta, what?
What will happen for singular if we put these nawasib before singular fi'lul mudari? So what it will does? It will put.
Hatta, yan, surah.
First, tell me what I am saying that. For singular, if we put this nawasibul fi'lul mudari, these nawasib before fi'lul mudari, what will happen in singular?
In the second last letter,
No, my dear. There is no story of second last letter. It is only about the last letter. For singular, the last letter will be there will be zabar or fatha. Yansuru will become yunsura. Tansuru will become tansura. Ansuru will become ansura. And though it is not singular, but it will be nansura. And when in case of noon, if noon is coming at the end, noon will be dropped except two cases, yaf'alna and taf'alna. In every case except that, in 5, yaf'aluna will become yaf'alu, taf'aluna will become taf'alu, yaf'alani will be yaf'ala, taf'alani taf'ala, and taf'alina, noon will be dropped, it will be taf'ali. So, can you please tell me here, if I say hatta plus yansuruna.
hatta plus yansuruna, hatta
Yes.
yansuru.
Yansuru. What happened?
Noon drop.
Noon is dropped. Thank you. Buraq.
Assalamu alaikum
Wa
warahmatullahi.
alaikum assalam. Hatta plus nansuru.
Hatta nansura.
Nansura. Okay. So these are nawasibul fi'l al-mudari an, lan, li, kay, izan, hatta, aw, fa, sababiyya. Today we are going to discuss the new topic, almost similar, little their change, jawazimul fi'lul mudari. First of all, whenever we do, please just focus on the terminologies. Here, jawazim. Nawasib is plural of nasab, that is zabar. Jawazim, jazam. Fi'l, it affect on, these are basically operators which will affect on fi'lul mudari. And these are what are jawazimul fi'lul mudari? They are different. Lay, lam, lamma, la. We also say lam nahiya, which is used for forbidden. La tafal, la, it can affect on mudare. La in man ma aynama. So actually this is li, lam, lamma and la. In man ma aynama. These in man ma aynama, if whoever whatever, so these are basically, these are condition, these are used for the conditional sentences. They make the sentence as conditional sentence. So we have li, lam, lamma, la, in, man, ma, aynama. So what happened? These will affect on fi'l al-mudari. We can say these are operator for fi'l al-mudari. If they come before fi'l al-mudari, these are called jawazim al-fi'l al-mudari. So what will happen if they are jawazim for singular fi'l al-mudari? They put sukun, jazm on the last letter. And same case, noon will be dropped. If noon is coming at the last, here we say for singular, but here you can say naf'alu is also included there. But if noon is coming at the end, noon will be dropped, except two cases, yaf'alna and taf'alna. So here, yaf'alu, if one of any jawazam from here will we put before this yaf'alu, it will become yaf'al. Put a jazam, put a sukun. Yaf'aluna, same, noon will be dropped. Taf'alu will become taf'al. Af'al, af'alu become af'al. Naf'alu become naf'al. And taf'alu will become taf'al. Yaf'alani will be yaf'ala. Naf'alu will become naf'al. And they are li, lam, lamma, la, in, man, ma, aynama. Li, lam, lamma, la, in, man, ma, aynama. So these are jawazimul fi'lul mudari. So just if you will just see the slide, I will just explain. Everybody will understand that. Well, there is no problem at all. This is very simple concept. The most important thing, they should be on our fingertips. First, we know that these words jawazimul fi'lul mudari and nawasibul fi'lul mudari, what are those? We know the meaning and everything. But the important thing, they should be jawazam. We know that they will put a jazam at the last letter. If there will be a noon, noon will be dropped. Nawasibul fi'lul mudari, they will put a nasab, zabar, fatha at the last letter, and noon will be dropped. What does it? But important thing that they should be on our fingertips. Like in the same order, you can just memorize it. An lan li kay iza hatta awfa sababiyya. An lan li kay izan hatta awfa sababiyya. And then we have jawazimul fi'l al-mudari. Whenever we do, we will ask that how many jawazimul fi'l al-mudari? Can you please say it? Yes. Li, lam, lamma, la, in, man, ma, aynama. Now, how they affect? This is li, lam, lamma, la. One thing, in, man, ma, aynama. These are used for the conditional sentences. One thing also, this li is actually confusing it, but I think in next lecture we will cover this li. Up till now, we were discussing only one li, that was jar, that was just operated on noun. So that was jar. But here this li is different in the previous one li. So this li is also called lam amar ghaib. Should, its meaning is should, not for. And most of the cases, this li is coming in the form of wal and fal. Like you can see here, fal. So this li is not li mean for. It will be should, lam amar ghaib. So this is one of the if it is jawazam, what it will jazam, it will drop the noon. Yattaquna will be fal yattaqu. Similarly here, the actual word is yaquluna. So this lili means should. So wal yaquluna, it is mostly, it will come in the form of wal and fal. And as we said that it will not affect on mazi. And also it affect when there will be va, so it will be effect on all mudare which are connected with va. And in conditional sentences, maybe it comes in the beginning of the sentences, but it will affect the whole sentence. Like here, if we see here, وَمَا تَفْعَلُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ يَعْلَمْهُ اللَّهُ. Ma is coming here after that mudare. This ma is one of the jawazimul fi'lul mudare. Ma mean whatever. So what happened? Tafa'aluna, it becomes tafa'alu min khairin. Then again, see here, ya'lamu, ya'lamu. This was ya'lamu, alima ya'lamu. So it become ya'lam. So in conditional sentences, it will affect the whole sentences. They affect the whole conditional sentence. So this is jawazimul fi'lul mudari. So I would ask from here someone to just repeat Brother Asher. Asher bhai, I think.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Asher bhai, just can you please just repeat this concept about Jawazimul Fi'l al-Mudari? First tell me how many Jawazimul Fi'l al-Mudari are?
There are 8 Jawazim al-Fi'l al-Mudari, and whenever it comes before Fi'l al-Mudari, so at the last harf will have a sukoon on the last letter, and if it is a plural, then noon is dropped.
Plural or dual?
Or dual, then noon is.
Noon is coming in plural cases or dual, so noon will be dropped. While we say plural, so we should be very careful because naf'alu is also a plural, but there is no noon at the end, so it will become naf'al. So I would say these are 5 af'al: yaf'aluna, taf'aluna, taf'alina, yaf'alani, and taf'alani. 5. It will affect the 5 if we take the feminine, dual, and masculine. But mostly we discuss masculine, so concept should be very clear about the masculine. Noon will be dropped. If there is no noon at the end, there will be jazm. Okay. So can you please say them, these 8 Jawazimul Fi'l al-Mudari?
Okay. Li, lam, lamma, la, nahiya, in, man, ma, aynama.
Yeah, in, man, ma, aynama. These are used for the conditional sentences, especially in conditional sentence, it will affect the whole sentence, whatever comes there. So li, lam, lamma, everybody please just, I don't think that it will take some time. Just 1 minute if you just spend on the nawasibul fi'l al-mudari, they will be on your fingertips. An, lan, li, kay, izan, hatta, awfa, sababiyya. And similarly here, li, lam, lamma, la, in, man, ma, aynama. So as we go, we just apply, especially in the second session, these concepts will be used there. So we are just, this is the time that we should have this. And in Quran, whenever these words come, they are Jawazimul Fi'l al-Mudari. Just keep thinking that. Why? Let's say here, yaj'alu. If it was yaj'alu, so lam comes, so what happened? Lam yaj'al. And the most important, lam yalid wa lam yulad. Actually, this is not yalid, this is yalidu. But yalidu will be, why yalidu becomes yalid? Because of lam. Lam is one of Jawazimul Fi'l al-Mudari. Wa lam yulad. Again, lam is there. So the last letter have the jazm, skoon. So, and this concept is very important, that lam, mostly lam will be used there. Similarly, in, ya ayyuhalladhina amanu in tansuru. Actually, this is tansuruna. What happened? Noon is dropped. Keep thinking on this. Well, you just have to focus on Quran, and you will see, just not by reading. Just think that why noon is dropped here. It is because of some reason. There is a list in front of you. Just see here, ya ayyuhalladhina amanu in tansuru. This is in is there. Tansuru. Then this in is yansurukum, because in is conditional, so it will affect here. Again, there is a fi'l al-mudari. This was there is jazam. Again, this was yansuru, it become yansur. You subbit, that ta will have the jazam. It is because of this in. So very important, but very simple concept. So we have to go to the breakout room so that we can have practice. But please, just important thing, they should be on our fingertips and with meaning.